In 1927, Soviet physicist Leon Theremin, yes, that Theremin, created the very first CCTV camera by the order of the Council of Labor and Defense in the Soviet Union. He presented it to Joseph Stalin, who loved it so much that he almost immediately installed it in the Kremlin. Similarly, in 1942, Nazi Germany used their own version of CCTV cameras installed by Siemens AG in Peenemünde, Germany to view their V-2 rocket launches. So, there's that. In 1949, a company called Vericon, based out of the United States, created the first commercially viable CCTV camera system. They were able to advertise it as being government permit free because it used hardwired connections instead of over-the-air transmission. This became the very first security system that people were able to get their hands on, though it came with an incredibly high price tag. As technology changed into the 70s, we started to see security camera systems become that much more affordable, though they were still considered an item of luxury. The rich and influential were able to secure their properties with them, and places like banks and retail centers were doing the same. But the biggest issue came to the average Joe household. It was still just unattainable and completely unaffordable. But that was until the 90s. Companies like Bosch, Pelco, Honeywell, Sony, and Samsung came out of the woodwork and created some very affordable options. Even Apple decided to dip its toes into it at one point in time. Though, typical Apple fashion, after a few years of not that great sales, they decided to dip out of the market. So where does that leave us today? How has the technology changed so much? Well, let me show you. IP and wireless cameras are the modern cutting-edge technology of today's security cameras, with things like analog becoming well a thing of the past. Though some of them, like this system here, can still boast some more modern features like getting it on your phone and remote viewing, playback, that sort of thing, they still have issues with them, such as the quality. They just don't come anywhere close to IP or wireless. If your thing is to watch a robbery go down with the vintage quality and nostalgia of a 1990s VHS tape, then this system's for you. With some of the more popular brands of wireless camera, such as Blink and Ring, it's becoming way easier for people to get their hands on security camera systems, and oftentimes it's the most affordable option, though it does have its drawbacks. Things like a monthly subscription fee in order to view playback, and the fact that it's tied to an internet system that if it goes down, so does your security system. IP cameras, on the other hand, don't have any of these issues. That's why we recommend hardwired IP camera systems, like this one. It's the ONYX series by GSD. This is an in-home unit that has a hard drive, so in the event that your internet does go down, these guys still keep recording. Now, in the event of a brownout or a blackout, yes, the possibility of this going down and not recording is there, but if you pair it with something like a UPS, you could have upwards of 8 hours of recording time without power in the household, and that's pretty cool. Now, these cameras themselves, they boast some crazy AI analytics. This is the level of technology we're at today. Things like sterile area and line crossing, along with human and vehicle detection and facial recognition software, these are just incredibly crazy. That just means that you could be sitting on a beach in Mexico, sipping on a mimosa, and keeping an eye on things at home. And that's pretty cool. Security cameras have been around for almost 100 years now. From the first analog system basically giving you a picture every few minutes, to artificial intelligence picking the bad apple out of the bunch, we've seen technology go crazy far. So the next question brings, what will the future of security technology give us? Now, I don't have that answer right now, but I promise you, I'll be one of the ones giving up that updated information when we know. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Spencer, this is ONYX Smart Security, and we'll see you guys in the next one.